Let's go.
Oh. Boom, boom. Hopefully everybody heard it this time.
Nope.
Last time it didn't have any sounds to it.
This time it didn't either.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's all right.
Oh.
It's all
Well,
right.
we
It's all
got
right.
Vester, Greg, and Grace in here.
Yep. Vester, Greg, and Grace. Kind of sounds like a meal. We started already, right?
GGV.
GGV.
Oh,
Ziggy baby.
Ziggy baby. And Dana B.
Dana.
I did not hear it.
Dana.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Ann. Oh, excuse me. So what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Not much.
Getting any cold fronts?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's 43 now.
Wow. Lucky you.
Yeah, we got 31 or 32 yesterday. Or last night, rather.
Yeah, next week is go week for me. When it gets cool enough.
Yeah.
So launch the Titanic. I shouldn't say that. Just launch the whatever.
You have a bad name for a boat.
Right.
Yeah, I heard somebody renamed their boat Titanic, and I'm like, that's a bad omen right there.
Yeah.
Their boat ended up sinking too. I don't remember what happened or anything, but talked to them years later, and I said, how often you go out on that boat?
What boat?
Nope. It was
U-boat? My boat.
It didn't make it. Well, probably come up with original name next time, I guess.
Right.
You say, yeah. Meant it as a joke, and I said, well, joke's on you.
A boat is nothing but a hole in the water which one pours money into.
Well, hopefully we get some rain so I can get into the water.
Right.
I mean, I could go down to Salt Fork, but that's so far away just to try out a boat to get used to it and whatnot.
Does the body of water you're talking about, does it always have a varying water level like that?
Well, it's because we've had drought for the last couple of years now.
Okay.
Well, this is like the third year that it's rained twice in the summer.
Wow.
I mean, I watched the aerial map of United States, and yellow is moving east, and the state of Ohio is yellow when it used to be green. Like, because you can kind of take an aerial view of the geographical
right
of United States, and I would actually like to look at like 10 years ago and see what it looked like 10 years ago, and then compare it, which I could probably could, but just I've been noticing the last few years that yellow from the Midwest is moving east because we're getting less and less water each year. Well, I should say summer.
Yeah. I don't think we've had a significant rain for 2.5 weeks. So that my lawn's starting to, it's not brown, but it's headed that way. So I'm just gonna water it with the city water. No, well, I got to pump a well too, so but
Yeah.
it's been busy. But all of the retention ponds in the city here, they're way down. Way down.
Yeah. Florida's going to be the place to be. No property tax.
That didn't go through. DeSantis threw that back in the legislature's face. I don't really get that because
Yeah, he talked about it so much that
well, yeah,
pay
but
taxes when you first buy something.
right.
Like a TV. You don't pay taxes every year on your TV.
Right. But I mean, what I read today, the bills they have up in Tallahassee, I mean, they've got all kinds of, different things on it that, it's not just a straight across the board, no property taxes. It's only for your primary residence. Some businesses are exempt. And I didn't see any pork in it, which is hard to believe. But apparently he just wants a line item, no property taxes. And I don't necessarily agree with that because there's got to be, different things that pay for different services and, like people that don't have children in school, you shouldn't have to pay as much as people that do have children in school. So 46 or 48% of the school budget is gotten through property taxes. Well, I don't have any children in school, so why am I giving you 46% or contributing to that? You know what I mean? It's just the way the whole country's set up. It's a you own your house, but you're still paying the tax on it.
Yeah.
So if you're the next thing, and then you've got to say, I was thinking about this last night. Well, if the property taxes go away, are you taking the property taxes off of the dwelling, or you take it off of the dwelling and the land that the dwelling's sitting on? Because if you're not, you're going to get popped for the land that you're sitting on, even though you own it.
Yeah.
So there's so many ways to mince words that, especially with these politicians. And I like DeSantis too, but I was kind of surprised he didn't come to the table with the Republican legislature and, go up and down the line.
Out. Yeah.
Hey, Prepper 101, we don't nothing. That's right. Well, that's not exactly true, but close.
I heard somebody mention something about food stamps, SNAP program.
Yeah.
A lot of people are listening to Democrats. sorry to put it that way, but their side are pushing that, Republicans are to blame for people losing their SNAP and this and this.
Oh, no, it's Trump's fault.
Yeah.
Listen, you could be constipated tomorrow morning. It's Trump's fault.
But the point being, there's only one state as of now that won't be issuing food stamps. One state, not every state, as they're, putting all over the news and everything that, everybody's losing their food stamps, this and that. One state, and that's Texas. That's it.
Yeah.
That comes from the government. you know, the actual website. People need to stop watching the news and do a Google search. That's why I made that video the other day, because everybody's making videos now. Oh, since you're losing, what to do when you're losing your food stamps, and WIC's a different thing now.
Right.
Yeah, and food stamps is not a government thing. It's funded by the government, but it's a state. State controls it, and they get funding for said thing. Now, it just happened to be November was Texas's deadline. That's all they had the money for was November. Now, if, like, say, Ohio, theirs is going to run out in September of next year, which hopefully the government's not shut down by then. But you realize that what they're doing is digging themselves a hole, and Trump is just allowing it to happen.
Sure.
Because right now, this week they've lost 200, or was it 200 million or 200 or 2 million? I can't remember if it was 200 million or 2 million. Democrat votes went Republican. They switched. You know, they're digging themselves a big hole.
Yep. That's
and come, when it's time to do votes for was it the House or Senate, this next one?
I think there's congressional and Senate seats up in 2026.
Is okay.
I think. I don't think it's
So-
just one house; it's both houses.
They're trying their darndest, they're slamming Republicans from this and that, and they're digging their own hole. They're the ones that started this.
Yeah.
They're the ones that shut the government down.
And the reason why they're scared and well, for lack of a better word, really pissed off is they know that people have figured it out. The populace, the country has gotten it figured out. Schumer's just doing that because he doesn't want to get primaried by the bartender up there from New York City with the, Miss Sandy. And I don't know what that Hakeem Jeffries is all about. He don't know his. I got to watch my mouth, but hey, they're a bunch of jokers.
Yeah,
that's all they are.
And Jeff, that's what I was saying. There's everybody's running with it because other creators are just looking at the news and then reporting on it. We don't need people reporting on the same thing from the news. Go to sources.
All right.
If you go to websites that talk about a certain subject, they'll tell you where the source originated from, or they just made it up, because they have to. When a website puts news, it has to be where the source came from, and that's why I went to. It's very simple. Just go to the government website, and there's a search on the government.gov websites, and ask, when am I losing my SNAP benefits? And then it'll pop up frequently asked questions. And that's all I made that video from. That is from the official website. It's not from a news or a creator or something. And different programs have their own deadlines. So each program has to get voted on. And if it's a state run program, they'll have their own deadlines. Like I said, Texas just happened to be November. So since it's closed down, they can't renew their food stamps unless it, you know, Trump decides to toss them some money from another program.
And
Which you know who's going to have issues with that because it's a Republican ran state.
well, for the most part, yeah. They're
Yeah, I
they're
said
getting,
state, not city.
they've got some serious redistricting going on, and if
Yeah,
what I've read from different sources, like you said, don't uh, dig around and you know get your info more than one place. Um,
yeah,
they're everyone's worried about it going kinetic with ICE and all of these anarchists in the streets. And yeah, I'm looking at these people and I'm like, why aren't you at work?
they don't
They are
work.
at work, right? They're getting paid. So
Yeah,
I think, and of course this is just an opinion, so but I think if there's going to be anything kinetic happen, I mean a really really big deal kinetic happen, not just a couple thousand people with tear gas and that kind of stuff. It's going to be after the 2026 midterms, because if they take a shellacking like they're predicted to take, they're
yeah.
not going to be in power for at least 10 years.
Oh
And
yeah,
then there's not even, they'll just bring anything to the House floor and just zip it through the Senate. Uh, Donald John will sign it. We're done. And that's going to drive them nuts.
yeah.
So that's what I would look for after the midterms.
But there's that just like we'll make the governor of Illinois the guinea pig again. Um, the last night or night before, um, Chicago alone, 50 people were deleted.
Yeah.
Deleted, not
Yeah.
just passed away, deleted.
Yep.
You have a president willing to help, but all you're doing is slamming him for wanting to help save 50 people a night. Not saying that's going to happen every night, but you get the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that because you're a Democrat, you don't want to go against your party, you know? Your party's more important to you than the people in your state. That's it. And that's the problem with politics.
Yep.
It should be because you're working for the people. You're not
Right.
working for your party.
Right. Though your constituents are where you live, right
Yeah.
there. So
And look at what's her name? The press secretary lady. Right now she's my favorite that I've seen in the last 10 years or more.
she's a little fireball, that one.
She put out
That'll get it. I forget her.
Pelosi's money.
What? How much she's made?
Yeah, how
Yeah.
much she makes and
Yeah.
how much she's worth. And last year, or I don't know if she said last year or last term, her
Caroline
wealth
Levitt. That's it. Thanks, Pete.
went up 70%.
Yeah. Was that before her husband got hit with the hammer by the gay guy, or after?
That was, I'm assuming, I don't know if it's last year or last term. So,
Okay.
So that is more than the Buffett guy and anybody in the United States made.
Yeah.
70%. Her stock portfolio,
Mhm.
whatever they call it,
Yeah. That's it.
went up 70%, and that's more than anybody in the United States.
Yeah. Did you see the recording of her going after that reporter?
Yeah.
She's, why are you, I got nothing against old people. I don't, because I take care of one. But you got to have term limits.
Oh yeah.
It's you got to be
And
a certain age to be a
audits.
president, and you should have so many years to be in politics, because that's where you get dirty. You don't get dirty when you start politics. You learn about it, I would think.
Yeah.
But when you got a lobbyist knocking on your back door all the time saying, "Hey, here's for your campaign next year. We kind of need your signature on this little thing to get passed through whatever." What do you think?
Oh
And
yeah.
that's
And everybody's got some sort of bones in their closet that
oh
they
sure.
will find
Yep.
and they use. So, well, you can make money, or we can just release this.
And let's not forget too, there's a lot of dirty, dirty, dirty rhino Republicans
Oh
that are
yeah.
in the House and Senate, and they're the worst.
Yeah, it's
They are
politicians,
the
period.
worst. Yep.
Even the good ones people see, they're still making money.
Sure.
And it's not from their money that they get every year. Pelosi makes $174,000 a year.
All right.
So she still gets paid when the government shuts down.
None of them should get paid when the government.
Yeah. Yeah. The only people get paid is the House, Senate, and president when the government shuts down.
Well, this current president donates his salary.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said. He usually finds something to donate it, or he'll find something to put it towards. He don't keep it.
Nope. I think that's what's the president make now? Is it
million?
Is it 240? No, they don't make $1 million. I don't think they do.
I don't know.
How much does the president make per year?
He makes
$50,000, $400,000 a year.
Yeah, expensive allowance is 50. Travel is
19,000.
Travel account is 100,000. Entertainment is 19,000.
Yeah. And that annual salary was in place since 2001.
Okay.
Perks include free housing, food, transportation, medical team. So total annual compensation package is approximately $569 he makes a year, which he donates anyway. But yeah, that when you want to find the dirt, follow the money.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you get the people nowadays, they look for everything and anything they just watch TV to find something so they can cancel somebody. I think there's Sweeney something or other. I don't know. She's an actress, but she did an ad for American Eagle, the clothing company.
The pretty blonde that the left is all crazy about.
Yeah, she said that and they're showing her curves and whatnot, saying that it's in her genes, and evidently that's racist because she's white and it's American Eagle, so they're wanting to cancel the company because of that. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what it is, you know. What's the bad part about that? She's talking about her jeans and you're taking it the wrong way, evidently.
Nah,
Evidently, it doesn't comprehend to me, so I don't know.
that's just this communist socialist agenda that's started years ago in the education system here, and it's just turned people into just red dog, mad at everything,
Yeah,
pointing fingers. You've upset me. You've insulted me. Like, give me a break. Go get a job. Work 40 hours a week. Quit your whining.
yeah. I did see that it's a sports guy, and he said um, he said colored athletes, and he's getting canceled because he's white and he said it that way. You're
You
supposed to
talking
say
about years ago?
athletes of color,
Right.
and what the word is still the same. The No matter where you put it, before athlete or after athlete, it's still the same thing. So what are they canceling him for? Because athlete came before or after? It's amazing how, and he apologized for it and everything. I wouldn't have. I'm
Nah.
like,
Gotta tell him to go pound sand.
yeah. I said, if you're going to cancel me, go ahead. I said, if you're going to be that stupid to get offended over where I put color in the definition
Right.
of an athlete, it's all on you, not me. Some of this stuff is, I'm I have to watch it a few times. Why? What is going on here?
Right. I think there's like think tanks all over the country, all over the world. And their
Yeah,
main job is to just look for something that might be slightly off a little bit. Like, you shouldn't have said that to that, or you shouldn't have. That's their job. That is
yeah.
their job, to look for that stuff, and then to stir up the troops and start all of this bullshit.
That's the crisis actors allegedly.
Oh,
It's just a conspiracy, though.
I I watched your stream. I unfortunately couldn't get on that night, but that was I saw a thing on that a long, long time ago. Um, it was up by well, it was the one that happened in Jersey on the Hook, and I don't know if it was drone footage or whatever, but the exact same people were walking in one door,
Yes.
going through the building, and then back around again, and you know, you know, and conveniently, like 2 blocks, 3 blocks away, um, FEMA was having this giant exercise. You guys, you'll do some digging, you'll see it. It's still available online. So anyway, I don't need to get into that, but that's just
Yeah, they had this. They were talking about ice was coming through. I think it was in LA or something, and these people got in front of the vehicle and was going backwards, as the vehicle going, trying to slow them down and everything. And they slipped and
whoops.
a little bit, so that he backed up and went around it. Now, part of me wants to say, ba-doom, keep on going, type of thing. When somebody, the saying, what is it? Play stupid games, get stupid prizes, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're dumb enough to go stand out in front of a car, just so you can prove your point of whatever you're trying to prove. If you happen to get ran over, whoops, whose fault is it? It's not the person driving, even though we're supposed to watch out for pedestrians, but that is a government vehicle. And, I don't know if they were transporting illegals or criminals or what, but if you see an ambulance running down not running, but driving down the road, and you go to stand out in front of it, you can get run over. If not, it's just, and I think they're using that to their advantage. That the person who's driving is going to see that human in front of them instead of a not so smart person, and they're not going to run them over. Not saying that they shouldn't do something, but if it was back in the 60s and 70s, somebody would have got out and pummeled him with a big stick.
Yeah.
And then slung him on the side of the road and went on. Or just, boom. We're at that stage now. It's just like, everybody's afraid to do something. You got people throwing stuff at your vehicle and banging on the windows. Legally, to me, if you're feared for your life, you want to get out of there. You don't want to take a chance on stopping the vehicle and they do you harm, be it a trucker or an ICE agent or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, technically, Grace, those are for check the tires.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I remember truck driver was carrying one of those and was yelling at some guy, and he's saying, "What you gonna do with that stick?" And he says, "Well, that's for checking tires." And he holds it up, and there's 2 teeth stuck in it.
Yeah. Sounds like my old stomping grounds in Jersey, Carmine, Gunganunza.
Yeah, just thinking back in the
They didn't put up with that crap.
good guy or Goodfellas days, when
You got whacked.
what do you think would happen if people were protesting the mafia and they stood in front of the main dude's car? They would get curd stomped, and there would have been nothing said about it either, because you're not going to press charges against him.
No. Oh, what was the name of that bar in The Sopranos? Dang.
Big Bada Boom or
Bada boom. Bada boom.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't.
Just send a couple of the big boys out front there. They'll clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them guys were, you know, you wouldn't think that they were them big heavy set guys that look like they could barely move. Um, they do some damage,
Mm-hmm.
but that's they grew up doing that. So
Right. Remember that scene in A Bronx Tale when the biker group wouldn't leave the bar? That's momentary locks the
you had
door.
your chance. Now you can't
Now you
leave.
can't leave.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Even the kids chased that one dude down the sidewalk and got him in the stairwell.
Yeah.
FAFO, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, you used to carry things in your vehicle that, well, remember back in the day, you used to be able to have a rack in the back of your truck to carry things.
Oh, sure.
Nowadays, you don't see that. I don't even think they make the racks anymore for vehicles.
They do, but they're mainly more mid to western.
Yeah. Hey Tasha, how you doing?
Yeah, Dana, that's called a SAP, SAP. I got a couple of them. They're old though.
What's that?
It's called a SAP, SAP. It's a leather strap that's got lead
Oh,
in the end of it.
yeah.
Soft lead that doesn't leave a bruise. It just very debilitating.
Yeah. I I read it again. Well, I'm about halfway through again.
What am I missing here? Hey, Dasha. Josh. Dana.
But yeah, some of the stuff I heard they're going after Trump again about something about campaign funds or something now. They got to try everything they can think of. Except, why don't you try doing your job?
Right?
All the money that gets wasted on these investigations and stuff, you know, it's, I don't know. It makes no sense to me on half this stuff. If you take somebody to court and it's getting thrown out over and over again, you should just leave it alone. You know, it's not going to work. And it's just a waste of money. I've seen people complaining about the ballroom or whatever is getting built.
Yeah.
Oh, they're tearing down this and that, and you know what's her name? Press secretary gets up there. Well, blah 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 blah. And she's already prepared. She got pictures. You know, um, we did this and this year we did that. You know, that president did this. So this is nothing new.
Right.
And the difference of it is This is all donated money. This has nothing to do. And Trump said it. Whatever's needed, I will donate the rest of it. So, what is the harm of this? I, I could see if he demolished the whole White House and they were living in a trailer and on the grounds or something like that, and wasn't going to rebuild it or something. But oh, there's already bunkers down under there. It's all been documented. There's probably more than that.
I heard a rumor about a high-speed rail that is on that end of the building, or that they're getting rid of, or redoing. But of course, that's all allegedly.
Yeah. Well, there's tunnels, but I don't know if there's rails. There probably is, but I know there's tunnels from each of the state building to the White House, and from White House to the whatever the building is next to it too. And there's if bad stuff happens, there's a big bunker down there, big enough for families to live in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been documented from people that's been taken down there for whatever. There's tunnels from way back in
Mike's got
Lincoln days.
That's a good one, Dave. Yeah, I think he did the bowling alley, didn't he, or was that Roosevelt?
I think Roosevelt. Yeah, I think so. But he wanted an exit area to get out,
right?
Because of the Civil War stuff was going on.
Mm-hmm.
They needed a place to go.
It always fascinated me too, because Richmond and DC were not that far apart during that whole conflict.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's the thing is, during Lincoln's time, you could walk down the street and walk into the White House. There was no fence. The door was never locked.
Right.
That was a normal thing. I forget when they actually started putting guards and stuff. Well, during the war and stuff, you wouldn't have been able to go in there, but it was, you could walk right into the White House. Now you try to climb that fence and see what happens.
Yeah, see, everyone in chat's putting up like what this president did, that president did, But if he does it, it's like this
disgrace in the White House.
What's happening? And
yeah,
like his first term, 2016. Oh, he's firing these people, and every president gets to pick his cabinet and fire people.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Why didn't anybody say this when Biden took over? He fired everybody.
I mean, it was ridiculous.
And he put in, he basically, well, I don't know him, but whoever had his hand up and doing the puppet thing, ran the FBI to do, stuff, allegedly.
I think they're doing a lot of work there too, because I don't believe that building was lived in for 4 years. I think it was all a show.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Trump proved that it was wasn't him writing uh, signing things. Is the auto pin thing.
Yeah.
Now you notice soon as he's out of office, he's got cancer, he's got this, he's got that. All these elements came whoop right after he's out of there. We had surgery for this, and if you look at it, and if you look at images of him in the White House, even a week before he got the boot, so to speak, and then afterwards, he had scars on his head and scabs and discoloration on his hands and stuff. Those were not the same people.
No.
And I'm not saying that,
A doppelganger.
yeah, it could just be a body double when he's trying to recover from something.
Yep.
But then again, would you want an actor taking over the country or the laughing hyena?
Oh Lord. Heels up, Harris.
Yeah, she gonna be running next term too.
Yeah, she's gonna be running down the street. Where's she gonna be?
That's what always got me when Charlie Kirk says, "What has she had? What has she done while she's been in office?"
Right.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Name something.
What's she do in California? Nothing.
Oh, she
Well,
arrested
yeah,
all
I
these
know she
people.
did some things, but I ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah. And then he said, "Oh, you mean she arrested this group of people?" And she picked on those people. Yeah. Now, what could we say about Vance?
JD.
Can we say, well, for one thing, I think Vance actually knows where the border is. He knows where Texas is, so
he's a very he's very
already doing better.
Speaker. Seems to have a nice family. I've seen reporters, interviewers, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of words for them. Try to catch him in gotcha moments, and he doesn't bite. He's solid as and that's a good attribute to have if you're going to be running for.
Yeah, he whatever that thing was that he handled over in the UK area or EU or something, that I forget what it was, but he went over there and done that. And that right there, that's more than she did, except for fire her staff and hire new ones.
Ziggy Baby got it. That's what I was thinking about. Her and Willie.
Yeah. Oh, we're just friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Willie Brown.
Go ahead and quiet down on that one. We're just friends. oh, I think it was a speaker that was talking about, you guys are losing all your voters. Um, how are you going to fix this? Oh, it's just from Texas and Florida.
Florida's
No,
closed.
it's all over the place. It's
All
just
right.
not Texas and Florida. Uh, yeah, it's just Texas and Florida.
I see where our president has ordered a strike group to the Caribbean.
That
This
they've
was
already been there.
well, no, this is a full strike group with an aircraft with a flat top going down.
One's already there. He maybe add more, but um, how long ago was that?
This
When I
morning,
report?
I heard
No, they had already sent. Um,
they sent some destroyers, two destroyers. I don't know if they were
uh,
Arleigh Burke class.
there
They
was
had
one aircraft carrier, and I think whatever the F-16s or whatever we're using now, 15s or 14. I don't know. I can't keep track of them, but that's been a couple months ago when that was deployed,
yeah,
because the last time well, the first boat that we shot out of the water, um, they brought aircraft up to the boat that shot them down, or shot the boat out of the water. So that's when Trump sent, our planes over, and they stopped doing that.
and then there was B-52s that flew over, and the other day a B-1B Lancer, a couple of them flew over, and that's a short hop for them.
Yeah.
Coming out of the Midwest, and they just fly directly south, and they're there before you know it. But I have to look it up. It did say a full carrier strike group was going down.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it might be relieving the first one, and how they want to make it sound like there's more going in.
I think there's more to the Venezuela thing than just the narco
Yeah.
cartels. There's a certain brand of machine that is used for certain times of,
Um.
and they're deeply embedded in that country, and
Well, there's certain people.
they've already got them, I think.
No. Well, they've missed some, and again, I can't talk about too much of it, but the bad people from faraway land in the sand, are known for going that way to get here,
Yeah. Well,
so to speak.
and
And
then they brought up
and remember Tennessee.
right, and then they brought up I don't know how many Marines it was, but they just did a big training ops in the jungles of Panama for whatever. I guess we've got a small base over there too. So it's more than just that. It's they're things that are south of us are, and I believe are going to get really, really. It's going to be short, quick.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Can you guys hear me? Well, Eric hears me, so I guess that.
I give you a hug back, Dana. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, I've gotten, bacon tossed on my head and stuff a couple times.
Yeah. And beard trimmings down. I'm still waiting for the Yeti piss.
I could make myself immune from it, but I didn't.
Oh, okay. Why can't we get bush? Okay, I get it now.
I was like, I'm already here. Cookies are good.
You
I'd
know,
love to have some cookies right now.
you were talking about those narco boats that they've been deleting,
Yeah.
and most of them are deleted by drones. I saw an article on that coming off these, these warships that are just, you know, use a joystick, fly it in there, and
Yeah.
let your whatever it is they're carrying go. And
Well, the first one was the cannon off of one of the. I don't think it was I don't think it was a destroyer, but
it's probably
one of the boats. But it
right.
had a pretty good sized cannon on it, and
Probably 4-inch gun.
yeah, I just love how those picks a target and push the button and it hits them going full speed. No, it
Yeah.
was just poof, one shot,
Yeah.
and all computerized now.
Yeah, the targeting systems now are
Yeah, it's crazy.
GPS.
You're going one way and the boat's going this way, and it just goes poof.
Yep. I don't know if they still do it, but a lot of them, when they'll spit the shell casing back out on the deck, you hear that big clang noise, and there's this big freaking 4-foot long piece of brass.
Yeah, some of those that were in World War II and whatnot, people bring them up and they sell them for a good bit of money.
Yep.
Not because of the brass, because of the object.
Quick story about that. When my mother's father got real bad before she had to bring him to Florida, they went out there for, getting the trust done and getting power of attorney and all that. And my uncle, her brother, he was in the Air Force, and he had a bunch of dummy bombs in the garage. And you could tell they were dummy bombs because last time I went out, I saw them, and there wasn't even a primer in the bottom of the shell. It was just
drilled out.
And somebody they were having a yard sale. They saw all of these freaking shells in the corner of the garage, and they called the bomb squad. They shut down half the neighborhood for like 3 hours. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So anyway, I just
like them cops that get pissed off because the guys with the
magnets,
magnet fishing pulls up a grenade or something.
Right. Or a pew-pew.
Yeah, now we have to come up here. We have to close the road. Thanks a lot, you guys. And I was like, would you rather it be in there and then, somebody go fishing and pull that up? And,
right. Blow up the bridge.
Yeah, it's we have to do work now.
Yeah. Oh, we do?
No, that's what they're whining about, have to do work.
Oh, work. I thought you said word. Yeah, I'd seen videos of that. The cops getting all pissed off, and the guy's like, listen, we called you. Why are you asking us if we're up to no good? We called you to tell you that you know, and they'll pull a pew that's so rusted together that it's not usable anyway. But of course, they're going to check the serial number on it if they can find it. See if they can match it to a cold case somewhere. Because that's the only reason why you throw something like that off a bridge, is because you're hiding it. So. But anyway. Yeah, so for anybody that has military in their family that used to drop bombs, if you've got fake or if you've got dummy bombs, hide them. Not real ones. We don't condone real ones. This is practice stuff.
Yeah, if they were real, I'd call
Oh,
somebody
I wouldn't
get
get near them. They wouldn't come in the house.
Yeah.
Once in a while, they'll find some ordnance on the beach down here, because about a mile where I'm from, where I'm at right now, not even a mile, there used to be a bombing run in the bay. And when you're out in the boat, you got your fish finder on, once in a while you'll find a big depression, and you can tell it's circular too. Like if you put the fish finder on side mode, you can literally see where it's like a dish, round, and it goes down 20, 25 feet from, maybe normally it's like 4 feet of water, and then all of a sudden drops straight down and in this big bowl. And that's where they were practice running with bombs before everything got built up here.
Well, even a lot of people don't realize we had along the coast, both coasts, we had military with, guarding the with high power, not rifles or anything, the actual to fend off submarines and stuff during World War II.
Yeah.
And they did shoot things, Germans that tried to come over and do stuff. Look at New York City. They had to shut all their lights off at nighttime during those times.
Well, they had U-boats right off the New York Jersey coast.
Yeah.
A wolf pack were just waiting for shipping, because that's where a lot of the supplies came from, was from us. So
that's what gets me. We've never had anything on U.S. soil. We've never had an attack, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Hey, Pancho Villa
many times.
Pancho Villa came across the border.
He
did. He attacked.
You have,
and then
Alaska. You have Hawaii. What? Right. Pearl Harbor? Was that?
Well, they're saying the contiguous United States, probably not the outliers, but
Washington, Oregon, was attacked at points.
They sent fire bombs over, fire balloons or something. The Japanese did.
Yeah, we've been attacked many times. I won't talk about that, but yeah, multiple times.
The Revolutionary War was an attack. All right. Then 1812 down in Louisiana, they're at it again.
Yeah. Oh, that got me. Oh.
What happened?
A couple. It's probably been a month ago. Somebody was going off saying that 1812. They're talking about Canada. We got to be careful of Canada because they burnt down our White House in 1812. I'm like, what? Where did you get this information?
No,
it was the British. They came from up there down, but It wasn't the Canada did it, or Canadians.
No, and the
There might have
Canadian,
been one person in the group, but no, it was the British.
yeah,
Oh, we need to stop this terrorist thing with Canada because we don't want to mess with them because they won the war 1812.
where did you see
No,
this on?
I don't remember where. I don't know if it was on a talk show or news or something.
Maybe it was The View.
It could be. That's Jeff's show. He
Oh,
likes
is that
watching
Jeff
that.
too? Really?
Yeah,
Jeff, are you watching The View? I'm so disappointed.
yeah. He's got a thing for that whoopee cushion lady.
Oh, the whoopee cushion?
Yeah.
He'll be writing something in there. The spew. Oh,
Yeah, and I think Trump had enough of Canada. He's not doing any talks anymore with
he
them.
broke it off today
Yeah,
because they were running a fake commercial. The Pew, that's a good one too.
the Pew
You guys are sharp tonight.
or the Spew.
You're sharp every night, but
And the people don't realize. I think they think that Trump wants to charge them like 300% or something like this, and don't they realize that some of these countries are, when we send something over there, it's like 300-400%
right.
markup
He
for the
just wants
tariffs.
equal footing.
Just look at, well, you can't even do it anymore, or it's just too expensive now to get a Wagyu cow from Japan. Go find out how much that the cow doesn't got what it's expensive, but go see how much it costs to ship that cow to the United States. How much the tariffs and stuff would be.
Yeah.
It's like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's not because it's hard to ship something like that. It happens all the time. It's just because of the tariffs. And that being exotic meat and all that, they charge more. Only thing I don't agree with the Canadian thing is people bad mouthing the people of Canada. It's not the people of Canada doing it. It's their government. It's not their fault. Well, there are some people that, die hard Purdue or whatever his name is.
Trudeau?
Yeah, him.
That would be Baby Castro.
There's people who are still in love with that guy and like, oh, he's wonderful, like there are people who loved Biden and Obama and stuff like that. Which there are people who are like that with Trump too, that if he went to the bathroom and forgot to wash his hands, they would still be kissing his hands and stuff, Oh, it's all right to support somebody and believe in him and stuff, but you also got to know if somebody does something bad, you don't keep denying the bad that they do just because you're a diehard, just like Republicans and Democrat thing.
Yep.
Instead of helping your people, you would rather 50 people a night be deleted than get help from the enemy, so to speak. And it's not an enemy. It's your president of the United States.
I guess, officials like that don't want the help, it shows that they're weak. It shows that they can't do their job. Incompetent. I mean, there's probably a dozen words to describe why they don't want help, or maybe they want the anarchy.
Yeah, they don't.
It's a sad thing to say, but there's a lot of people in positions of power that are up to no good in this country. And I mean, how could you not want help?
I don't. It's one of those things that just doesn't make any sense.
There was a guy, I forget the name of his channel, and he was talking about an anti-ICE protest, and there was pro-ICE protesters came out, and one guy was really nasty, the the anarchist, and he was throwing haymakers or whatever, and this guy showed it, and this one guy, he just hauled off and cold cocked him with a right hook, just splat right on the sidewalk. And then they kind of split up and whatever, and not a cop around because they were ordered not to help ICE officials or the guard or whoever Trump sent him. So eventually, I guess this guy was hurting pretty bad, and ICE came out and brought him into the detention center and treated him medically, and then brought him back out, and on his way he went. But there wasn't a single cop out there because they were told. That's getting bad when that happens.
Yeah, that the bit for the Trump to beef up military presence in the Caribbean on Friday announced deployment of the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier group.
Yep. The carrier group now, that consists of a lot of ships.
Yeah.
Should be, you got a flat top, you probably got 2 cruisers, then you've got multiple destroyers, all 5-6 miles out around the carrier.
Yeah, there's already
cushion there.
There was already 8 warships,
right?
A nuclear sub, and it just says a number of F-35s. So now you get this other group in there. Yeah, if you get the big boy out there, chances are something's going down.
Yeah.
Land contact, so to speak.
Right.
Which
allegedly
won't be a day's work, I don't think. If boots are on ground.
Oh, well,
because look what happened in the 90s. How good we were for the Air Force. Well, I should say Air Force and Marines because Marines did a lot
Sure.
in the air. Not to mention the ships that shoot things off from miles away that
Tomahawk.
hit within inches of their target.
That Tomahawk, that is one hell of a weapon system.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember the first Gulf War. What was that, 91? That was with 41 was the president then.
Shield or Storm? Well, there was Shield first and then Storm. And then we went
Yeah,
back
because first it
again.
was just to remove them from Kuwait. And then they ended up removing them from the desert.
The
Whatever.
planet.
And there was a CNN anchor, and I didn't watch CNN back then, but his name was, remember Bernard Shaw, black guy, very popular.
Yeah.
And he was out there with some other newsman reporter, and they heard
Humvees.
they heard this rocket coming down, and this damn Tomahawk's coming down the street, but so many hundreds of feet, and it made a right hand turn and went up the other street. That's how wicked those things are. But as far as where you were talking about, I think, well, special people have already been in the woods. Let's put it that way, and I think have done what they needed to do. Allegedly.
Yeah, the stuff down there is more than the drug people.
Heck yeah. Yep.
It's other stuff coming in.
Yep. And it's also the D machines and securing evidence, if you will. There's it's a full plate, that's for sure.
Here, say hi.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, that's the cat that's always looks like he's pissed off, right?
He's a good boy.
I know.
You're a good boy, huh?
What's his name?
Rugnut.
Rugnut, okay.
Yeah.
Where's Joker tonight?
He was playing with him for a while because they can run through the house like 80 miles an hour.
They don't fight?
Yeah, not too much.
No.
They do, but it's not really fighting. It's just playing.
It was funny that the end of that one survival seed stream, one cat jumped up and you already had one in your lap and they collided.
Yeah. 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 They're okay, except for when one gets in one's space, especially when it's on my lap.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is my spot right now. You have to wait. Hey, 101. Oh. Well, I take it the cold weather is upon us. I actually turned my heat on and guess what? It didn't work. And I was like, oh, here we go again. Every year I have the same issues. And I go down there and and fiddle with stuff. I'll wiggle wires around and
Right.
I'll bang on it a couple times. And I I got this meter thing. I forget what it's called. And it has two prongs in there. So I'm working my way through. I'm starting at the board, and I'm running it and seeing if it's getting power. It gets power. So I move on to the next connection on these wires. Put that in there. It's getting power, and then I put it in the very last one. As soon as I did, it came on. So it's that connector. But why does that connector loosen up through the summer?
And we will make
Right.
America great again.
Hey, kids, thanks for the subscribing. I appreciate it. Hey there. Good to see you. But yeah, soon as I put the prongs in there to test it from the top, it got connection. So it's those little prongs are
Right.
not touching each other just right, then it doesn't work. So one of these days I'm going to have to go down and get a new plug and just rewire it. I'll just solder everything together and stuff.
You know, you can buy that from CRC makes it, the electrical connection cleaner in the aerosol can,
Yeah.
and just spray it. Just spray it, see if it clears it up.
Yeah, I think it's the actual plastic inside there, because the prongs have to go in, and then when you plug it in, if the plastic's worn off, it'll push it out instead of connect it.
Huh.
Um,
This is on the circuit board now you're talking about?
no, from the circuit board, it has like two connections. One plug in, and then it has where it goes to the glow plug or whatever they call it,
Right.
the thing that lights up to start it up. But at that point right there, it has issues, and I've probably put in probably 6 of those glow plugs, and more than likely half of them weren't bad. It was probably that plug the whole time. But the thing is, I would test it to see if it was getting power, and it was getting power. So that meant to me that it was the glow plug not kicking in. But it's every year. I'll start that up for the first time, and it just runs because that glow plug doesn't turn on, and it's just
Could be a bad ground too somewhere.
I don't know. I think it's that plug, because soon as I push those prongs in for the tester to test it, the glow plug lit up. Oh.
Too bad you
Well,
can't.
thank you,
try
Smith,
some-
for subscribing. I appreciate it.
Maybe you could like try to silicone the back end of the plug where the wires first come through.
Yeah,
And it sounds like
it's
they're
probably
moving.
going to cost $3-4 for a new plug.
Oh,
but
you know for a fact you can get that part, the plug?
Yeah, I have a place down here, a heating and
wow.
cooling place.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
I had so far I've changed the motor on it, the blower, the glow plug, the belts. There's a couple other parts that I put on that thing yet. And I have no experience in this. I just track it down until I find the problem. How I figure half of the stuff out, I don't know. There's and I don't even know what it's called. There's this thing which I found out that if you take it off, it still has electricity in it.
That would be a capacitor.
I think that's what it was.
That'll knock you on the butt too.
Oh yeah, I had burnt marks.
Yep.
On this hand, and on this hand that was grabbed the hold to pick myself up off of the stand up.
Yeah.
You know, to get balance to stand up. It went through my arm and out the other side, and I had char marks on both. And that it looked weird.
Yeah, they're holding a lot of volts. Bush.
I had char marks on both palms of my hands.
Yep.
And
I changed the cap on my AC unit in the spring, and
oh, those are bad. I know those are bad.
Those are wicked. And I got this plastic handled screwdriver, and then of course, you know, the screwdriver itself is metal, but the handle is thick plastic and insulated. And before, I mean, I'll pull the wires off with a needle nose plier, which is also insulated, and I'll get all of the leads off of the cap. And then you touch the one side of the cap to the other side, kind of like a car battery, like if you're trying to make it spark, and that'll discharge the capacitor. Because a friend of mine down here who works for an AC company, this was years ago now, at one of the hotels, the AC units were up on the roof, and this was in the winter too, it wasn't in the summer. And he went up to do service and whatever, and these are big units, so the capacitors hold a huge amount of energy.
Oh yeah.
And the guy was missing for like 3 days.
Oh.
And I guess someone finally figured it out. Where was he last? Oh, he was at this building.
Didn't they see a ladder hanging off the side or something?
Well, he probably went up in an elevator.
Oh, it was that tall of a building.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was one of the hotels on the beach. And that's where his resting place was, right there. And the cap was still in his hand. So that's dangerous. Dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, and I never touched the ends of it because you know where you plug it in.
Right.
Well,
if you discharge it, you can. You just gotta whack it around a bit with it.
Well, you're supposed to use a screwdriver and have it the screwdriver grounded. So if you just touch them together, that doesn't do it, because I found that out. I thought, because I seen them do it before, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that. But what I didn't see is them use the screwdriver on the unit to ground it out.
Well, yeah, it's still in the unit when you're doing that.
See that not on yours, not on mine. It's just hanging there. So, yeah. And I had it. I didn't have my hand on the prongs or anything. I had it in my hand. I grabbed the furnace to get up, and as soon as I did, it went like that. And you know it's bad when you smell flesh burning.
Oh yeah. I've been in a car accident, fire. I know what that smell. It stinks.
Yeah.
And your burnt hair is the worst.
Oh yeah. And usually 110 is tickle, even though it's not, but
Yeah. That'll
I've
wake you
stuck
up.
my finger in, the wire on a light socket and stuff a few times, and you get surprised, but it's not that bad. I've done 220, and there's a big difference.
That's just like setting the timing on a car with a HEI distributor. 12-volt system. Oh man, I don't know how
Or
many.
even a lawnmower.
Well,
Just,
sure.
just a lawnmower. Hold on to the
No, I'm
end of
not
a
holding
spark
on to
plug.
nothing. No.
I did that to somebody. Ah!
It's just a standard HEI distributor without like an MSD box, also firing it. That's 40,000 volts right out of the factory. And
Yeah.
you get dinged with that thing. That's
Yeah. I
gonna
used to
hurt.
have a riding lawnmower that somehow, I don't know how, the spark would go through the seat because the cushion was all rotted anyway, and you just sat down on the seat.
Was the battery under the seat?
No, it was this was a bad shape. This was a backyard thing.
A put together thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it probably used to be under the seat, but it wasn't anymore. But the spark plug wire ran to the back where the coil was, and the seat rubbed up against the wire,
Yeah.
and be going.
Right.
And you didn't know when. It just smacked you all of a sudden.
And don't forget, it's not the volts that kills you, it's the amps. That just fries your internals. I mean, volts will kill you too, but a lot of amps, there's no coming back from that.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Let me see. I don't think.
Still early, huh?
Oh yeah, there she is. She might have started late. Oh. But who's ready for
Excuse me.
fall weather? I should say.
I am. Next week starts my week.
Everybody's complaining about being cold and stuff.
No, not here.
Me, I would have left my heat off, because it doesn't bother me.
My
If I
air
get
just
cold,
went on.
if I get cold, that means the cats are cold, so they'll come up and cuddle with me, so I'll stay warm. But yeah, it usually doesn't bother me. The first couple colds, the cold nights will get you, and then you just get up and move around and you're good. But yeah, the way I look at it is, not this week or last week, but the week before was AC time, because we were still going in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And then we had a week of no AC. Now it's furnace time, but I saved $20 for that week that we didn't run the ACs. And that's what I look at. I'm like, ooh.
And I can't stand them either. Duke Energy. They got a monopoly on the Eastern Seaboard. Probably other places too, but I'll get a text message from them mid-month. you have spent X amount of dollars so far, and it's just like, I don't want to hear this. You know, it's just, you know, you're trying to soften the blow when I get the bill at the, you know, at the end of the month. But the thing with where I'm at the past couple of years is the summer's long. I mean, really long. I mean, my air's on now, and then all of a sudden it just stops. I don't know if it's an Alberta clipper that just pushes so far south and everything, and it just whatever. And then the storms that spin around that nobody likes. I don't even say the word.
Yeah.
Then they stop, and then it'll be like 50s and 60s at night, sometimes high 40s. But I don't get a spring. You know, it might be a week or two of spring-like weather, and then bam,
Right.
I see 85, 86.
Yeah.
80.
Hot
It drives me
spring
nuts.
days.
Yeah. So it's been like that the past couple years. Not all the time, but
Yeah. It's last few years it's been pretty bad. Just
yeah, Dana knows, right?
100 degree or 100% humidity and 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's like the weather's bipolar, literally.
Yeah.
It's either too far this way or too far that way. There's no middle ground. But
You have a good night, Jeff. Get some rest.
Jeff. Say hi to Dixie. Hope she's feeling better.
Yeah. No picking on Dixie.
Oh, I'm sure she can still swing a cast iron.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of people get sick down here too. They'll be dressed for the summer, and then
Yeah.
boom, it gets cold. But I don't really have winter clothes here. I mean,
I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt now.
yeah. But I don't.
It's just red.
I don't miss the winters and the snow and the cold and the ice I'm done with that. I did that for a long time. Some people,
Yeah, I
like
think
it,
we're going to have a bad winter.
I'd rather be able to just step into an air-conditioned car or a house versus, you know, bitter cold outside. It's tough on the animals. It's tough on your vehicles. It's tough on everything. And the heat is too, to some extent, but I'll still take the sun and the warmer weather.
Yeah.
So you were talking before about, in the beginning of your stream, about misinformation and, you know, watch where you get your news from and this and that. I mean, this isn't like an epiphany or something that I had, but I watched these YouTubers, and these are like the ones that have like, 500,000 members or 400, the big ones, and they all copy each other.
Yeah.
With that kind,
And that's what I was getting at the other day when I made a comment, because something me and Jeff was talking about, and almost word for word of what we were saying ended up in somebody else's live, and I'm like,
right?
What? I said the exact same thing. Oh, I broke this story all by myself. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, when I find something, unless it's on a website that I can't talk about,
Right.
I tell everybody, this is where I found it. A lot of times I can't put the link in because you can get in trouble for putting links in your description, certain links.
Right.
So some of those I can't put in, but if I'll say where I found it at or something like that. A lot of times it's just digging. I don't think I've ever went to YouTube and looked up something news-wise type stuff and then reported on it
Right.
because it's already been done, you know.
Yeah.
I
mean,
used to do
that's
during the 2020 thing, where I got a lot of my views from was doing reports on the docks and stuff, the ports,
Right.
the ships coming in, the ships setting out there, how long they were out there, how long that food is out there waiting to get unloaded and stuff like that. And I actually I have websites that track these boats all around the world, where I can actually bring up a location and it shows each one of those ships, where they came from,
Yeah.
how long it took them, how long they've been set and anchored in a bay. To me, that's the source, you know, type
Yeah.
thing.
Real time.
And then all of a sudden, every Tom, Dick, and Harry were copying what I was saying that they did this.
Right.
I'm like,
The worst thing though
okay,
is the clickbait thumbnails.
yeah. Well, I do that too.
Yeah, but you're
in,
not clickbait though.
in a sort of a way, but I still give them that information.
Right, right. I'm talking about the people that
Yeah,
because I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to have a good title for someone to click on your stuff. I mean, that's just, you know, you're just not going to have a blank page and not someone's going
yeah, yeah.
These
Like
guys,
the last one talking about food shortages and stuff.
right?
And it is food that we grow, and the meat that comes from the United States doesn't have inspectors to inspect the food. So eventually we're going to run dry of that food, like, you know, the 2020 times. Now the stuff that's coming from other countries, it has to be inspected. That's, you know, they actually have, they're a different division of the FDA because of it's almost like the CDA. CDA, is it CDA? The
FDA, Food and Drug Administration.
No, this is what I'm talking about, FDA, but the other one, you know, infection diseases and stuff one.
Oh, CDC.
Yeah, that one.
I don't
It's
trust them either.
it's almost that it's aligned with them.
All right.
So that's another branch of the government that won't be shut down because of, you know, bad things can come in the United States. So all food that we grow here, all animals that we raise here, you know, all eggs, mainly eggs, they have to go through a process. You know, it gets a stamp, and just like or milk even. If they don't have somebody to to certify that as being USDA approved, you can't sell it here.
Right.
So if there's nobody inspecting this, there's no food going to the stores and the restaurants and whatnot. And that ended the 20th. So if the government doesn't do something, with that, we will run the shelves will start getting empty and stuff. It'll be the fresh stuff first, like eggs, milk, that kind of thing.
Right.
And then it'll start trickling down to the other stuff. So if you don't have the government agencies, the FDA approving stuff to make it USDA, all that funky stuff. The only food that will be coming in or for us will be coming from other countries because they do have.
How well are they inspected?
Yeah. Well, we see how well they're.
Shit.
There is an exception. Baby formula.
Right.
That gets inspected because of the issues in the last 3-4 years.
That was a big issue in 2020 when what was around. So
yeah, that gets inspected no matter what. If there's government lockdown or shutdown or whatever. And that this comes straight from the .gov, the FDA's .gov's website. You can find it there.
I think the left is catching on though, and they realize that they basically are chewing off their right foot by holding this up, and it'll break sooner or later. They'll get
How long are they gonna?
They'll get a CR through there soon.
3 million, 4 million votes, or are they going to lose 5 million votes? And Republican side's gaining. So if they're losing, and it was like 2 million, I don't know if it was 2 million or 200 million. I think it was just 2 million. If they're losing 2 million, and Republican gained 2.4 million, Republicans are gaining more than they're losing.
Yeah. But you got to watch them too.
Oh yeah.
I see the Congresswoman, Miss Crockett, the one with the big mouth.
There's a lot of them.
Well, she's from Texas, and
oh yeah.
I think she's gonna pull a Beto O'Rourke, and she's gonna try to beat Cruz in the next senatorial race. She's very unhappy with obviously with the redistricting in Texas. Because that's given a lot of House seats back to the R column.
Oh, I forget who it was. It was a senator, I do believe. Congress, some of them, one of them, is a Democrat, and was talking about the police. It's the police's job to solve crimes, not to prevent crimes.
Well, that's a brainstorm.
What? So they have to wait until somebody deletes somebody in front of them, and then they solve it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They can't stop them from doing it. But what? How did you go? How did you get where you are? Don't you have to have some kind of schooling or something?
Right. Well,
that's the silliest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So
well, look at
why are cops out, out on the street and stuff. They could just stay in the police station and wait for crimes to happen and wait and then try to solve them.
Yeah.
That's the silliest thing I
There's so much ass backwards here, Charles. It's not like they're giving these truck drivers, especially California, that can't speak English. They're giving them these licenses that they shouldn't be. It's illegal to do that. And they're killing people all over the country because they can't read signs.
Yeah.
And,
or just don't know how to drive.
well, yeah, that too.
Do you see the one where they just kept on driving, killed 3 people?
Mm-hmm. They killed some down here in Florida too.
Yeah, I can't remember where it was, and they weren't legal to be here. I don't want to say is that the people who wear the towels on their head.
Right.
I know they're not towels, but that's what I think of when women put them towels on their heads.
But again, I don't care where you're from, what your religion is, the color of your skin. Just know how to drive a big rig if you're going to be on our roads. That's that.
Yeah.
How is that asking too much? I don't care if your skin color's green. Know the laws.
I don't care.
Know the laws and know the language. It's a basic, rudimentary common sense, and that seems to have, disappeared.
You see it a lot too.
The guy was doing a U-turn in an official use only. Killed people. Imagine losing a family member to that. Boy, I'd find out where the guy got his license from, and I'd go to that state, and I'd sue the piss out of him.
If you could. So many officials are protected anymore.
But it's on the books. They have to pass all of this stuff, so they can't get out of their crime. There'll be some pro bono attorney that'll say, you know what, I'll take care of this, and he'll get a bunch of people, unfortunately, that have lost loved ones to this madness.
Oh yeah,
and they'll go after him.
Yeah, that's like to do the big pharmas and Erin Brockovich was her name.
Erin Brockovich, yeah,
that type of thing.
That was a good movie. Although I don't care for her. It was a good movie. She's the one that said, what was it? Republicans fall between rat and reptiles, or rat and rodents, or some kind of whatever. She's another big lib that, I want to know her opinion before I go to the polling of, vote. This is so important to have a movie star's opinion.
Yeah. Somebody that has got tons of money for acting and whatnot. Well, I'm not saying it's not a job or anything, but somebody who, has to not eat good every day, expensive meals and whatnot, and they worry about their taxes and, keeping their upkeep on their houses and stuff, compared to somebody that hires people to do all their stuff for them. Now, if Mr. Joe Smo down the road I would pay attention to his opinion more than I would a celebrity or rich people. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about rich people. They got that way for doing what they do.
Right.
But their opinions are different than my opinion because they live differently.
Right. But I'm talking about the Hollywood elites. They all think alike.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you
Because
see
if they don't get them roles anymore.
Right. Did you see De Niro go off last week? He said, I will not watch and I swear to God, I will not watch another Robert De Niro movie ever.
Yeah,
I'm done with him.
He
Not that
used
it's
to
got,
not
and it's
be
got
that
nothing to
way
do with
either.
Trump. It's got nothing to do with Trump. If you don't like Trump, fine, knock yourself out.
Yeah, he used to not be that way though.
No, he's so full of hatred and vitriol, and
I don't know what happened. It's like, wow.
he's just he's like a rabid raccoon.
Yeah,
And
and that's what it is. It's hate. It has
yes,
nothing to do with politics. He just doesn't like him, and everything he stands for, he'll disagree with. Which that's the definition of, Democrats. I won't say all Democrats, but
no,
the ones that hate instead of go by, if the United States is doing better now, and say crime is down by so many percentages, evidently something's working.
right.
And if the Democrats have nothing involved in doing that, then it must be him that's doing, improving it.
But he's smart enough to know that if he doesn't get credit, he doesn't. I don't think he cares.
Oh
I
no.
think all he cares about is getting this ship aligned the right way and getting us back on course after that 4 years of BS and lies and that what a show that was.
But it's almost 10 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and I think. Let me see if she's still alive. Yep,
Oh, we're not going to do a food segment tonight.
Oh no. I'll probably be back Monday on the other channel for that. So I'm thinking Monday do that, and then come back here Tuesday and do the conspiracy thing, and then Fridays will be the whatever day.
Whatever day, whatever night.
The open day.
Well, that's good.
But head over here to Lisa with Yogi Hollow Farms. And she's got a good topic going. Preparing for winter. I think she's already got snow over there in South Dakota. Or it's cold enough for snow, I should say. But thanks everybody for hanging out, and
have a good
we'll
evening.
see you probably Monday, unless 101 decides to grace us with his presence tomorrow or Sunday. Anyways, we'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.